Top of the morning, fellas. How y'all doing?
Doing good, brother. Doing good. How you doing this morning, Mr. JC?
I cannot complain, fellas. I woke up this morning trying to figure out how to get it right.
Yes, sir. Mr.
How
J
Indeed.
about
Wall.
you?
What's up, fellas? How y'all doing this morning? Had a long week,
Yes,
Yep.
sir. Doing good, brother.
About to
Doing
do
good.
finals next week. I've been studying and doing all kind of stuff. I'm
Okay.
That's right.
actually
Get it in.
I'm actually gonna be in a play this week. Yep.
You just now letting us know, huh?
Come check me out. Hey, I killed it, man. I was them young kids looking like, damn. Yeah, I had to put on for my city.
Hey,
Where you
hey,
at, man?
is this going to be your acting debut? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I didn't hear that what you said. That's my fault right here.
Is this
Yeah.
going to be your acting debut?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm waiting on that call from Mark Scorsese.
Okay.
That's right.
Cool, cool. All right.
but but yeah, fellas, appreciate y'all tapping in again to the Focus Up show out there. All our viewers out there, I appreciate y'all tapping into the show. Today is April 30th.
Treo.
I almost forgot where I was at. April 30th, fellas, 2022. Beautiful Saturday morning. We got some nice topics as always about, certain topics we like to dialogue on, get everybody's opinion and, their views on the situations at hand. Um, we got a guest today. Um, Appreciate her tapping into the show as well. Y'all want to break into this first topic or you know
Let's have Mr. Walk bring in our first guest or our guest for
Our,
today.
our first guest, first we're going to be talking about teen parenting. And, when we have topics about women, we like to have a young lady on. So we have from the Bay Area, the lovely Shauna.
What's up, y'all?
Good
How
morning.
you doing?
How you doing?
Man,
What you call it? A serial entrepreneur?
yeah,
Indeed.
that's
Indeed.
me.
Okay.
That's what's
Cool.
up.
Cool. Welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
Yep. Yep.
So
so
who's
what
starting
we
this on about teen parenting?
What
Team.
was that? Oh,
teen
Okay.
parenting, I guess I could take a stab at the teen parenting, man. Um, you know, I was thinking about it, saying to myself, okay, wow, teen parenting. Growing up, how was I being parented? Uh, Me being parented back in the day growing up, it was kind of rough. Um, I will give my view on, me being parenting was a D, if you want to put it in terms of,
So you had a
alphabetical.
child when you was a teenager?
No, I'm talking about me growing up as a teen, and I'm analyzing me growing up as a teen compared to now.
Oh.
You know what I mean? And
I
you
don't know
know,
what you mean, brother. You said
me
teen. Was you parented by a teen?
no. I'm comparing me being a teenager myself compared to the teens now,
Oh,
and
okay.
and
Okay.
saying, which is better and who's doing better. I say I can't even really compare that, man, because
Well, when I know when I was I never had children when I was in high school, but I know a lot of people who did, and they would send them to continuation school, and it was kind of you could tell it was just tough on them. Just imagine being a 16-year-old with a child. I remember it was a young lady. She was 15 and had twins with my homeboy, and I'm looking like, damn,
Yeah,
at that age.
you know what continuation school is? That's where the bad children can continue to go f up. You know.
no, I went to continuation school and I was not effing up.
You didn't continue to
Uh-uh.
f up.
Uh-uh.
I went to continuation too, my brother.
And
Hold
you
up,
didn't continue to
I
f
was a
up.
good girl.
I did.
And they also have pregnancy school. They have pregnancy for all mothers. Right? I remember in
I didn't
Florida
know
when we
that.
lived in Florida, it was a class for all the girls who was pregnant. It was about like 5, 6 girls
I did not
pregnant.
know that. Okay.
Yeah.
I felt when I was in school, there was a young lady who had a baby really early. By the time we was in 10th or 11th grade, she had her first son and she was pregnant with twin girls. So by
Mm.
the time we graduated, she already had 3 kids.
Damn.
Now she got
Damn.
6 or 7, and we in our mid 30s. Um, I got pregnant with my first son at 18, so I was an adult at that point. But I
That's
just
still
feel
a
like
baby, but
it takes away from your childhood. Like it makes you. When I was growing up, you already wanted to be grown, or we already had certain responsibilities. We couldn't be the kids that we wanted to be, but that was just a lot to be a mom.
Now I would consider that to still be teen parenting. What do y'all think?
I do too. You still a baby.
You
Yeah.
still got the
18.
teen on the end
Yeah.
Still
Ain't-
want to run.
ain't
That's still
till
a
you
baby.
21. You know,
I got draws 18 years old.
Wow.
Well, if I take my own experience, then if y'all want to say that's a teen parent, um, you never ready if it's not planned, but you, depending on where you are in life, your own upbringing, you gotta be ready for it. You gotta make it happen.
let, me,
My
let,
mom
me,
didn't take care of my kids.
let me ask you a question. Was you living at home with your parents?
When I got pregnant, yes, in the middle of my pregnancy, me and my son's father got our own place.
Oh, that's what's
Yeah,
up. Okay. I knew it was something about you, Shauna. Serial entrepreneurs. But that's how it should be done. Yo, because I know, look, I have 3 boys, 2 that's of age and they in their 20s, but I couldn't imagine like, okay, they had a baby and now I gotta watch the baby. If they when they was in high school,
right.
that would be a lot on me because I do have a 5-year-old son and it's hard on me right now. You know,
No, for real. I got a 5-year-old too, and that boy drive me crazy. My 16-year-old, it's kind of like how things. I can't think of the word for it, but since me and his dad got pregnant around the age that he is now, well, a little bit older, but it's kind of like you better break that cycle. Don't you better not come home and tell me no little girl's pregnant because no,
yeah.
we're not having that.
Okay.
I
Cool.
I
always
think the
tell young.
resources.
Go ahead.
No, I think the resources that's available now for the youth um, is way more better than they were back in the day. Um, I don't know. I don't see. Well, I can't say I don't see, but I don't know if it's too many. I don't know if there's more teenage parents right now than it was back in the day.
Exactly.
You-
And the parenting styles are different. So when I was growing up, the conversation about sex and stuff was don't open your legs, have your own condoms. And basically, it was no more than that. So it's like, that ain't telling me nothing. I'm doing what I want to do. But with my son, I go into detail. I provide his condoms, but I'm like, son, it's gonna feel like this. His dad get mad at me because he like, you be doing too much. But no, I need any scenario that he put in, I need him to hear my voice. So, like for example, and I don't know if this is too much for y'all show, but if you slip up, you and your girlfriend don't have a condom, y'all slip up. It's about to feel good, but don't let that keep happening. So it was never put to us like that. So I think the fact that we are younger parents, we could relate different.
I think it's danged if you do and danged if you don't, because you do want to educate your kids on safe sex so they don't be a young parent, right? But at the same time, you don't want to,
Encourage it.
exactly. You want to see if they can just wait it out. You don't want to say, "Huh, here go the condoms or here come the contraceptives."
The best
Be
thing
safe out there.
the best thing you can do is give them the best information you have. I believe we know that teen parenting is a bad situation. It's not the optimal situation.
Hmm.
You get older, you get out of high school, or even before you get out, you want to enjoy your life and not have that responsibility. So the best thing we can do is give them that information, and everybody have their own style. Like the sister was saying, her her the way she conveyed it to her son. If that you feel is best, that's what you need to do. And and we need to go from there. The best thing is to not get pregnant while you a teen, right?
Right.
I,
But that,
I,
but that, go ahead, Walt.
I I definitely I know with my sons and when I come across young men, they friends. Hey, I have a saying that sperm is valuable.
That's right.
They want it.
Real talk.
They want to have your baby. Like, so you got to just protect yourself.
Right.
You'll never hear me say nothing silly like, oh, don't have sex, because that ain't really what's reality. You know what I mean? Nobody want to hear that. It's like, it's going to pop off. It's going to
Right.
pop off. Especially kids from me, you know they look good. You know they out there. But this, let me stop. Let me stop.
But look,
No,
but
that's real though. That's real. You not gonna. They either gonna
Not
be
have
empty
you
and
not
doing
gonna
it.
not have sex.
Yeah, and me and my son relationship is so close because I'm one of those parents where you can be open with me. Him and his dad is close, but he comes to me first about everything
Yeah.
because I'm never gonna stop you. I'm not gonna tell you. You gonna do it anyway. I've been a kid before. You gonna do it.
Right. Just you just got to protect yourself or
Mm-hmm.
be smart. And a lot of times if whoever you having sex with, just imagine it's gonna be a child, and that's who you're gonna be dealing with for at least 18 years, at the very least. So
And my son
it's
is an athlete, so I really,
oh they
we
on
really
them.
have to stay on him about yeah.
yeah,
So,
Uh-huh.
so as far as preventive measures as adults or parents, if we have teens, what are the things we could do aside from telling them not to have sex, wear condoms? Is there any additional methods that we can take or adults out there can take?
Aside from giving them condoms and
So,
saying
You could
third one.
lock them in that room. A pat
no,
deadbolt. Get a deadbolt.
then
One
they
kick.
really gonna be wilding. No.
Hey, I got a 12-year-old daughter. She ain't in the boys yet, none of that. But I do have a deadbolt. No, let me stop.
Oh, you know
I,
what you could do? You could keep like I get what you're saying. You could keep a good hold on your child. Keep them in sports. Keep them motivated. Don't get them too much football.
yeah.
I think
Be
that's the
in
advice
their
right
face.
there.
Yeah, be in their face
Keep them
to
busy.
where they don't have that access to a lot of the outside stuff.
Yeah,
A
keep them
lot of
busy.
family time. Just stuff like that.
Yep.
keep them busy, keep them with a hobby
Hmm.
because once they see the boys is a hobby or the girls is a hobby, then it's gonna be a tug of war. You know what I mean? The best thing you can do, like Shauna's doing, is keeping them active. Keeping them in sports, and I mean, I think that's the best you can do and keep them educated, because
Hmm.
the schools is supplying them with contraceptives now. You know what I mean? So if we don't give it to them, they gonna get it from the school. We can't just say we're not giving you this because we don't want you to be sexually active.
Right.
They gonna go behind our backs and get it from get it from
Mm.
the schoolhouse. So I mean,
I,
it's
I, I,
hard.
remember, I remember when I was in school and I went when I went to pasture, I got in trouble for having a
What?
condom. Yeah. I had a condom in my little wallet and I got in trouble for that. And it was weird.
How
Like
did you get in trouble for that?
I got
Wow.
in trouble and Pops was like, what
By
you
the
got a
school?
condom for? My dad was like, what you got a condom for?
Oh,
You
I
having
thought.
sex and all this? No, I got in trouble at school.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. And then pops got on you about it.
Yeah.
Wow,
Yeah. This
crazy.
seventh grade.
Okay.
Like I just had it. I didn't have sex. I was like 16, but I just thought it was cool to have a condom in my pocket. Like
But
in
see
my
back,
pocket.
yeah. I mean, everybody had that little ring in their wallet. You know what I mean?
Right. Right. Right.
So
Right.
Men is
that's
Yeah.
crazy.
awkward.
Yeah. He thought it was cool. Like, the you go and get your little cash out. Oh, my condom fell. Like, yeah, you seen that girl?
Never even wore one before, fronting.
I never even seen no vagina. Nothing. Not never been close to it.
but
You
but
know.
yeah, like I guess the resolution to this conversation is um keep educating your kids, keep them busy, and supply them with the necessary tools they need to stay protected.
That's right.
Teen parenting is not good. Teen parenting is bad.
It's not worth it. You
Right.
want to enjoy life, get all you can out of not having to be an adult. All that, I can't wait till I turn 18. I can't F that. This, I can't cuss, but it ain't easy. It's not fun.
You could
It
cuss,
ain't cool.
keep it minimum. Oh, okay,
Be a teenager.
cool.
Where we at?
All right,
Yeah.
we on to the
So
next one,
we
Mr.
gonna
Jason.
we
Oh,
gonna we gonna push on to the next topic that we've been pushing back for the past 2 or 3 weeks, or what?
Military or college after high school? What's more
Boom,
beneficial? What's more
boom.
beneficial? Now, here's the thing. I'm a I'm a just speak my viewpoint. Although I do have a son, he went to high school. I mean, he went to the military after high school. Because he wanted to go to a certain college, and I'm like, "Yo, son, that's a little bit too much for your boy." But then he was like, "Well, I'm gonna go to the military." He had a whole plan. I'm gonna go to the military, and I'm gonna let them pay for it. And woo woo woo. I was like, "Ooh, thank you."
Now
But
you talking, son, huh?
yeah, but he had a mapped out plan. So I was a person like I was not pushing my children to join the military. I was just on some because there's so many options out here for a young man to do other than just join the military. When
Right.
I was a kid, I was pushed like you ain't gonna be hanging around here.
uh-huh.
That take your ass in the military. So that's why I had joined. I didn't join like
No, we my bad, but we was given choices though. We was given
Bush. And
choices.
let me tell my truth. I'm telling my truth.
Go ahead, man.
My truth. But look, I didn't have no choice other like you ain't gonna because I didn't have a plan. So with my kids, I never push it. I would prefer them not to have joined the military, but my son did. So and it's working out for him. He sent me $100 for my birthday. I was like, thank you, son.
So can I
All
ask you a
right.
question?
Yeah.
Why didn't you want him to join the military?
I just feel it's a lot of more options. There's other stuff to do. Like when I joined the military, I did it. I kind of felt I was coerced and pushed, so I
What's
didn't really excel.
what's
Like
an
I,
example of other stuff to do?
huh?
But we're not talking about other stuff. We're talking about military or
No,
college.
just to quickly touch on what he said. If there was other stuff to do, throw something out there that's other things to do aside from military or
They
college.
got trade schools to be an electrician or what's that you do, machinist, or or it's a lot nurse. It's a lot of different options out there. Um, Welder or start your own business. It's so much stuff. But you're not told this. I didn't have this mindset I have now as a kid. And that's why with my kids, I didn't really push them toward just, oh, this is the one thing you gotta do. Because even college is not for everybody. Not everybody want to go to college.
All
Not
right.
it's not for everybody.
So, Mr. JC, what's your take on it?
No, I say the way college is being pushed around, and when it's all said and done, a lot of people is found in debt, right? Um, Plus, on top of being in debt, it's not 100%. It's not 100% that you're going to wind up getting a job that you went to school for,
Yeah.
which is kind of unfair too, because if you're going to spend so much money training for a specific job, and when it comes to you getting ready to graduate, there's nothing lined up for you. You have to go out there and fight for yourself to get that position you want to where you for what you went to school for. Now,
Okay.
the military, you go to the military, like I say, I think it's a different ball game. They're investing in you instead of you investing in the colleges. You understand what I mean?
Yeah.
I ain't never went to the military, but my whole family is military bound. From my brothers to my pops, rest in peace. I just saw a lot of beneficial aspects from the military than I did from college.
Okay.
What does this person right here got to say about it?
Shonda.
Shauna.
Um, I don't
Shauna.
care for the military. I don't listening to y'all kind of opened my eyes, but I'm never going to encourage my son to go to the military.
And what's your reason?
I know that they do have a lot of benefits financially and stuff like that. The discipline, I know that it comes with good benefits, but I just feel like college could be fun. Like, I'm all about kids being kids and living life. So, although the military may give you certain discipline for life and set you up good for life, college is more of you'll learn on your own how to control your life, how to control yourself, how to be your own person. Yes, you do gotta find a job and do all that stuff, and it might take a little more but I don't know. I wish I would have went to college.
Me, see, I agree with you. I agree with you. Because I don't look at the military, even though I was in the military and I'm reaping benefits from when I was in the military.
Which one
right
did you
now.
do, sister? Which one did you do, Miss Shauna?
I ended up going. I didn't go off to school, so I didn't go to a HBCU or any. If I could do it again, I would have did that because I already have.
Immediately after high school.
Yes, I wouldn't have took a break. I would have went. But I just got my degree from a JC in 2018.
Congratulations.
I'm gonna go back. I switched my major, and now I'm kicking myself in my butt because I should have stuck with what I did. I got 10 more classes. I'm gonna go back. Then I'm gonna go to Cal State. Okay. So yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
It's never too late.
My take on this military or college. This is my take. I went to the military. All my brothers and my one sister went to the military. My pops went to the military. I got a gang of uncles and aunties in the military and a gang of nieces and nephews in the military. Lots of them. So my perspective is the military is a good place to go, but what I preach and teach to my children is go to college first and go so that you can go in as an officer. Don't go in from the bottom. That's where I started. I went and started at the bottom. Most of my relatives, as far as I know, started at the bottom, and you just got to walk your way up. And when I was in there, I was like, "How this dude just got out of college, 19 years old, and he the boss over me?" That shit was ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, there was no way I would come in and start from the bottom ever again. So I said, when I tell my children, like right now, all three of my children are in college. My oldest graduated. My second oldest, she graduates next month, and my youngest graduates next year. So
I'm there.
They completed. They got past that step. Now, if they go to the military at this point, great. And the benefit of the military, like I believe it was the sister. Wait, who was talking about? JC. Mr. JC was talking about they invest in you. So the benefit would be they got through college, took some loans out, and paid for some. Well, oldest one got scholarships and stuff like that. So now when she's pursuing to get a master's, if she decides to go in the military, they'll pay for that. What they call that postgraduate stuff. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah. But see, that's why I say, like, and here's another thing. Like, it's a coin flip. It's really a coin flip, especially it's even though we don't use this word on the show.
Good morning, Miss Janetta.
Even though we don't use this word on the show, it depends. It depends. But yo, check this out. I'd rather, because there's some young guys and young men, I'd rather do 4 years in the military than 4 years in the penitentiary.
Real talk.
You know what I mean? Because a lot of time with that idle time after high school, you try to figure things out, and you might slip into one of them holes and be like, "Hey, I see you in 6 years."
Real talk. Real talk.
See, I weigh the odds out.
If you just know you're not a school person, then yeah.
I mean, but you can get your education in the military as well.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's my whole thing. I mean, if you weigh out the odds,
it's not a silver bullet. It's like, I'm telling you, because you could be in there and be a street dude. Like, I'm gonna be honest, I was in there cutting up. I was acting a damn fool.
Yeah, it's active members in the military.
Yeah,
it's active members.
I was acting up in there. I was really partying, drinking, fighting. I remember one time I was out. I got beat up. I'm in the club the next day with a black guy still trying to mac on the chick. Like, hey, what's up, girl? Like, because I didn't care. It was like, whatever. I was like, y'all I had two black guys. Like, yeah, what's popping with you? What's your name, girl? They was like, damn, what happened to you?
So did you get a number?
I
Wow.
yeah,
All right then.
Wow.
yeah, checkmate.
Oh, so look, the bottom line on this
Yeah.
one, right? So would you suggest somebody going to college or to the military?
I've had this situation with a young lady I was dating. Her daughter was supposed to go to the army, but she was a little chunky. She wasn't fat, but she was, there's a weight requirement. She was
Yeah.
a little chunky. She was supposed to lose like maybe 10 pounds or something. And but she didn't go. So, and then my son ended up going, and she was around, hanging around, ended up getting pregnant, and that's that story.
So my take on it, military or college, I say if you go to the military, go with a plan. If you go to college, go with a plan. I think if you go into either one with a plan, you're gonna be all right. That's how I look at it.
And I say college. I say college, but whatever you do, you gotta execute. Gotta finish.
Yeah, because both of them
Right.
is a
Right.
challenge. I think both of
Right.
them is a challenge. I just think college is more of a challenge than the military because you want to have a lot more challenges when you get into college because all they do is drink. They like to party. Them first years in college, you're gonna want to get your party on.
I think you generalizing, brother.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Well,
it
you know, I
depends.
mean, yeah, I mean,
Everybody don't go to
Yeah.
military. Probably drink worse than they do in college. You guys,
I know.
I guess I
The
guess you can
military
say
is off
that.
hook.
Yeah, I
Right.
guess you can say
you
that.
ever
I
heard
guess
Hey,
you
that
my
can
boy,
term,
say
that,
drunk like a sailor? I was a sailor to the
yeah. Hey, he done seen movies like what's that movie, Porky's, and
yeah.
come on,
Military.
not everybody in college like that.
nah, nah.
They shoot.
I just seen way more than that, but
Yeah.
I like I said, my pick would be the military though.
Mm,
I would think my
Right.
chances would be better off in the military than college.
cool.
But
So
that
the
could be a
military, you
pitfall
get
too as
lifetime
well.
benefits, right?
If that child, if
What's
that
this name? Oh, go ahead.
excuse if Mr. JC, if that child is not prepared, because you gotta imagine, keeping in mind, they still children, dude. At 18, like
Hmm.
she had at 18, you still a baby, baby. You still a baby, and you're still a baby going into an adult situation, even in the military. If you're not mentally there, oh man, you're gonna be cutting up. Like I'm gonna be honest, I was cutting up mentally. I was not prepared for the military. I was acting a damn fool. If I knew me back then, I'd have been, get your stupid, get up, knock it off.
All right,
Okay.
before we end this subject real quick, let's address what the sister say. Miss Janetta, one of our co-hosts to the show. There are several veterans with purple hearts, but homeless with bleeding broken hearts. Okay, so I'm assuming what she's saying is that the military is good, but may not be that good because it didn't end well for some.
Did she see that like on a show and said, I'm
It's true.
let me
But
stop it.
how do vets and stuff end up homeless? Not all the time, but like how does that happen?
My opinion is they didn't have a plan. They didn't have a plan. If they could have went to college and probably end up the same way. If
I
you
need
sitting
that
here,
faith.
if you
I need
sitting here
that faith.
depending, wait, listen. If you sitting here depending on the military to take care of you after you get out, you gonna sit or you gonna probably end up homeless. I didn't get out the military waiting to be dependent. I didn't get no benefits from the military in the sense of I wasn't there with my hand out waiting to homeless home me, and you gotta get out there and have your own because it's just like it's plenty of homeless military veteran. There's plenty of college graduates who are homeless. You know what I'm saying? So that's to me that's just a what you call that? I want to say somewhat propaganda. Some of it. It ain't
Well,
that ain't the big picture.
All right, you saved yourself from that fate. I was you caught it.
He redeemed himself, huh?
You redeemed yourself. All right, yeah, no, because that's true. It's like because it's hey, watch this. It's a lot of people working at Walmart with straight master's degrees.
Yep.
Yeah.
Real talk. Real talk.
Yeah.
Target.
Real talk.
He might be the manager, but he had Target.
Where
Real
we at,
talk.
JC?
All right, y'all. So we're gonna push on to these shout outs right quick. These black owned businesses for us by us. We got Brea Trucking. Want to give a shout out.
Hey, he got it.
Good job. Thumbs up for you, buddy. Hey, we need
where
that
the horn at?
Hold
Where the
on.
horn at?
I was gonna say. We need that horn.
Here we go. Here we go.
Brother got it right.
Y'all wrong for that, boy. Y'all wrong for that. That's all good. It's all good. We got the Homies Way Car Club.
Respect. You know what it is.
Homies Way Car Club. Appreciate y'all tapping into the show. We got Tunnel Vision, Black August Studios, Wukusu, Wake Up, Clean Up, Stand Up, Disney Magical Adventures, and we got Kilo and Nola J on all musical platforms. Tap in with them. Check out their music.
Yes, sir. Cool.
Let me give a shout out to my baby mother. She's selling jewelry. She's gonna be so pissed. Oh my God, I'm sorry. Shay's Jewelry on Instagram. She does that every Friday. I'm gonna give you that link. I gotta give you that link, bro. She does it every Friday, and she sells. The more money she make, the less she gonna bother me.
Let me give a shout out to my wife. She does she got her and her friend started a business. Two chicks in the gig. They got their first gig today that they working on. Shout out to her and their business.
Big ups, much success, much success.
Yes,
hey, Brea Trucking said, "Good job."
Yeah, I saw that. How many months it took?
A year.
At least a year.
Oh, dang.
Ain't no year, nigga.
Hey, tell her, JC, you still a work in progress, brother. You're a work in progress.
Yeah, I am. Man.
He's flying that plane and fixing it at the same time.
All right, y'all. We're gonna move on to the next topic. With the minor situation, should minors have birth control, access to birth control and contraceptives?
Who's gonna start that one?
Hell yeah, they should. And they don't need no permission from no parent. Cause I didn't. I wasn't like talking to moms and pops like, hey, look, I need some condoms. Yo, I got hold of condoms. I got hold of, and I was hoping that the chicks did too. So, no, nah. Even with an abortion, wait, excuse me. With an abortion, that's a little bit different because that's a surgery. That's major. I think the parents should be aware of that.
That's not surgery. I don't think that ain't surgery.
It's a procedure.
It's a procedure, okay.
But
can't they just give you that pill?
Can't they just give you the pill?
That RU480 thing or something to make you? Isn't there a pill for that?
No, yeah, they pick.
I quit.
And you have it the abortion happens at home. Yeah, they could. Okay. They do that too.
Well, it depends on the type that makes it a surgery, right?
It's all a procedure.
But I agree.
I see where you going, Mr. X.
Yeah,
I see where you going.
Yeah.
Well, go
ahead. Go ahead.
Yes,
the procedure.
What the hell is that?
Yes, it's a procedure. It's surgery. How you think they get the baby out of there?
If you take a pill, listen, it's not considered a baby until a certain point. And first, it initially starts as an embryo, right?
Man,
if you just
are you wait, remember how you asked me, Mr. Floyd, are you serious? Is this Is this dude
Hey,
serious?
it's a listen. If when
No,
it's
if
an
okay,
embryo,
wait, hold on.
Let
Bro,
him talk.
what if the thing is inside 3 months?
that's what
You
I'm
can get an
talking about.
abortion.
The timeline is
You
what
can't
matters.
take no appeal for that.
Listen, to what I'm talking about is the timeline. With the timeline, it's still considered an abortion, whether it's 1 month or 9 months or whatever. It's still considered abortion, right?
It's the
I think it's different because if you get an abortion I think you in some places you can get an abortion up to 5 months.
Yeah,
That's a whole ass
Jesus.
baby.
they have abortions where they go in there and crack the skull and pull the baby out, the dead, whatever you want to call it. They pull it out. That's a procedure. But if you could give them a pill and they take it and it flushes out that's
Oh,
not
that's
a procedure.
so
I
you
get what
said
you're
what
saying.
the
So for
Yeah,
you, the surgery,
Mhm.
you having to go under anesthesia and all that,
exactly.
in
Be cut
recovery,
and all
all
that.
that.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what an abortion is.
I just
Well,
told
if
you,
you get an abortion early, you're woke still, and they just vacuum it out.
that's what I'm saying.
That's a
So I get what you're saying,
procedure.
Mr. Floyd, but it's all considered a procedure
Yeah.
in medical terms. It's just the intensity
Okay.
of
The intensity.
how
This
it's
is my last show.
intensified. I think I made up that word, but
Intensity of it. No, that's
This
right.
is
That's
my
right.
last
The
show.
intensity of it. That's the perfect way to describe it.
Hey, I quit. Now,
So I would say it depends on the intensity, whether you
you
should
don't,
tell the
you
parent or
don't
not.
use that word either.
The intensity. Dude, if you just had sex a week ago and you take a test and find out you're pregnant and you go to the hospital and the doctor gives you a pill to flush it out and you could dead that and not have to tell your parents about that mistake, I'm all for it. Get that pill. But if you got to go and have a procedure where they're going to put you under and put you to sleep and let me know. Let the parents know.
I think if you're a minor,
I
you
agree.
have to have an
I
adult
agree.
consent anyways.
It
If I'm
depends
not
on the state,
mistaken.
right?
It does depend on the
It's
state.
the state.
Mhm.
That's one of
It
the
does
issues
depend
that's
on the
been
state.
going on for
Yep.
decades.
Yep.
It depends on the state. They to make that final decision.
It's
Yeah.
hard. I think the parents should know, but the parents shouldn't come in trying to dictate what the child, what they want to do.
So even with the pill situation, you think they should let the parents know?
No.
No, because they don't have to. That's just like you not going to go tell your parents you having sex or getting condoms.
That's
You could
what
get
I'm
away with doing that.
That's
So
what
I
I'm saying.
don't know, but
I would be proud. Like, listen. Wait, hold on.
yeah, I want my
My
kid.
little
to me.
my little
Say
girl
that
is.
again,
Wait, hold
sister?
on. Let me say what I'm gonna say, please. My little girl, she's 12. So this is not really, you know. So, but if she's around that age where it's like really rocking and rolling and stuff, and she snuck and got the pill, I'd be like, well, good job. At least you being smart and safe.
I agree. I agree. I agree with
My
that.
thing with that, with the pill, there's no side effects.
There might be. I
You
don't
could
know.
you can still
I
get
know
like you can still get an infection and stuff like that.
Say
Because
what
if
say it again.
You can still get an infection. Sometimes the whole baby or whatever you want to call it at that point might not come out. Like stuff still could happen.
now, with that being said, it wouldn't upset you if your child went behind your back and you found out through medical issues happening with your child, and you'd be like, "Well, why didn't you tell me? Or let me know about that."
I wouldn't be upset about it.
Right.
I wouldn't be
I don't
upset.
have a daughter, so I don't know. If I had a daughter, yes, baby girl.
What's your take?
You
Mr.
was a
Mason?
daughter.
Wait a minute.
You was somebody's daughter, sister. You know what I'm saying? You was somebody's daughter.
My
And
mama
then-
knew
hold
she
on,
couldn't
hold on.
stop nothing I was doing.
Hold
My
on.
take on the same thing. It wouldn't bother me if they going to do their thing like with the contraceptive. They want to go to the principal's office or whatever the case may be and get that.
Yeah.
So be it. My worry would be if it's side effects and I didn't know, I'd be like,
Yeah.
I wish somebody would have let me know so I could be more prepared. But at the same time, you know, if it's early in pregnancy, you know what I mean, and they got that stuff for the kids to take, then then so be it. You just want to hope that it don't be taken advantage of because it's there
Oh, taken advantage of by who?
by the youth. Period.
Okay. Okay.
Like they're just being irresponsible because they know, oh, I could go take this like a
So
plan B. Like, oh,
now,
I'm going to have unprotected sex because I know I could just take a plan
yeah,
B.
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Saying that.
I don't think that's what encourages sex though. I really don't. I honestly, in my heart, I don't feel that's what encourages sex like
What you talking
contraception.
about? What encourages
Like
sex?
when you like some people think like, oh, just because I'm giving my child birth control, because there's some women who will put their daughters on birth control even if they ain't having sex.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
even if they ain't having sex. Like even my kids, I would give them condoms. I
So
didn't
you
know if
say
they
is
was.
that a good or a bad thing? What are you
I don't
saying?
give a shit whether it's good or not. No, no,
I'm not
whether it's
doing
good or,
that. If I
it's
had a choice,
necessary.
I'm
It's
not putting my daughter on birth control and she not having sex. For one, that's me telling you, go ahead when you're ready. It's already taken care of. And for two, I wouldn't do that.
I
I
don't
would
see.
want
That's
my
what I'm saying.
daughter to come to
But you
me.
think that would encourage her to have sex?
I think that would
Sure.
make her think it's okay. Yeah. But
Well,
true or
okay,
not, birth
hold on,
control is used
hold
for
on. Let's take this fade. Let's take this fade. Run it. What if when you was that age, if your parents gave you uh um birth control at 15, you think that would have encouraged you to start having sex? I'm talking about you.
that probably would have made me think it was okay not to wear condoms. If
Really?
I'm a 15-year-old and my
Really?
mom has already put me on birth control, you only thinking you're not gonna get pregnant.
Ooh, I could see that. I could see that
Okay,
point.
all right.
I could see that point. I could see
Damn, I got my ass whipped real quick.
that. I could see that point. Ding ding, he's down.
Ain't no horse, no ding, ding, nothing. What
Man
you doing
down.
back there, Emperor? What you doing back there? Put the lotion down.
Ooh, man.
But yeah, I wouldn't do that. I
Okay.
mean, I got boys. All I can do is hand them condoms. So
You know
but,
what?
you
When
know,
I was you know, my whole life with all my uncles and cousins, all they used to preach was condoms, and I know that's why we never had children when we was in high school because it was like this is what I used to really think in my head. Because remember, AIDS started, right? I used to think like you have sex without a condom, you're gonna catch AIDS. That's the
Mm-hmm.
era we
Big
grew up
ass
in.
fear
And
right
all
there.
my
Mm-hmm.
uncles and cousins was like straight up, man, you better what they wrap it up. You gotta strap it up, wrap it up.
Put that Jimmy hat on, boy.
But the Jimmy, yes.
That Jimmy hat on, boy.
so
Yep.
Hey,
Huh.
two
Yeah.
things. Birth control is used for so much other stuff though now. As far as a young lady or a woman taking birth control, it helps with headaches, migraines, controlling your period cramps
There
and stuff
you
like
see.
that. So, and
Mhm.
that, it depends on what that. But then piggybacking off of what you said, Walk, you only get those condom talks. That's why I mentioned earlier, I go in depth with my 16-year-old because it's not just about a condom. You could wear condoms and still get herpes. You
Yeah.
could wear, you know what I'm saying? You got to be mindful in every aspect.
Hey, excuse me, everybody. Look like we need a sound check. Can everybody hear everybody clearly?
Ain't nobody complaining.
Okay. Anybody in the if it's somebody in the chat can let us know if they can hear everybody clearly. Because
Yeah.
we getting notes from the sound room that the sound might not be going through, but let's see. All good. It's all good. We good. Excuse my interruption.
Y'all in the phantom zone?
We all not. We all good. We all
Oh,
good.
okay.
We all good.
Yeah.
All right. Where we at now?
hey, but I did have a question though. How young should you start? Do you think your children should be issued um contraceptives? How young?
As soon as you think they fucking, I don't know.
Woo. Hey,
Okay.
We
What,
heard
12?
you,
I
Shana.
mean,
We heard what you said. You right too. You
You gotta
right.
have that talk. You gotta have that talk when you
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 right.
could tell if you pay attention to your kids and spend enough
mhm.
time with them. You know when they hormones jumping. You know when they change. You know when that stuff kind of happens. Thankfully for me and my son, we so close. It'd be like, Mom, I'm ready, or Mom, he, he came to me. So I was able to have the talk. And it's not that his dad, like you think, oh, the dad's supposed to do that. The dad gave the old school talk, like wear condoms, da, da, da. But he know mom is gonna give it to you raw. So that's why he
Right. Right.
You
Hey,
know, my
Von
generation.
Zell tapped in. He said yes, he agrees with you, Shauna. Babyface
thank you, thank you.
tapped in. He said good.
I think
Yeah.
they was talking about the sound. That's what I think.
Don't be a hater.
That's funny. That is
Oh
funny.
yeah.
But we I know in the beginning we forgot to talk about what we was as far as the topics go. Remember what we promoted all week was about
Hey, that's my son, CJ the GOAT.
business.
That's my
Oh,
son in the
man.
army.
Hi, son in the army.
CJ,
Salute,
What
baby.
up?
salute.
Hey,
Salute. Word. Take out there taking care of his business. Much respect to my nephew. Much respect.
there you go.
For the country.
That's right.
Wait, one more.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's backwards.
Bullshit. Oh, you might be right. You might be right. You're all right.
Hey, let's touch on the Miss Janetta. She attempted to check in, but it looked like she left again. I thought it would be a perfect time for her to check in. I know she's traveling right now, but her being a black business owner, Mr. JC, we moving. Are we able to move on and talk about supporting black business? Is that let's
Yeah, that supporting black business. It's tough.
Wait, y'all want me to do my business?
Oh, here we go. Send us back 100 years. Do
Yeah,
it. Send us
yeah,
back
go
100
ahead.
years.
Yeah.
Black businesses. Businesses.
Welcome to 1812 over here.
Right, I gotta talk to my people, baby. Yeah.
Start that linking up over there, man.
Right. Like I said, I'm in the hood every day, like a rapper. I'm in the hood every day. Let's go.
The black business, growing up, it was hard for me to support the black businesses. I understand it's hard for us as a culture to have a black business. I think the thing with the black businesses, our prices be high because we have to stay competitive with the other, competition out there. And I think that's where a lot of black businesses go wrong. It's hard to compete when you have other consumers out there buying from other people with better prices. That's my whole take on it. I would love to continue to support our black-owned businesses because I'm one myself. But at the same time, we gotta stay, I think, competitive with the prices.
Yeah. My take on it is black on as us being black people, when we see a black business and they doing bad, it just stands out more to us. So it's like magnified. And there's a plenty of white business, Asian business that do bad business. When I go down to Palmdale, that one gas station, that's like the worst business model I've ever seen. You know what I'm talking about, right, J Walk?
Palmdale, which one?
The one as soon as you get off the freeway?
No, that one ghetto one where they lost their liquor license. The AM/PM. I go there. This is like that's an Asian-owned horrible business. But to get back to the black business, they it's magnified. There are black-owned businesses that do bad business, and we want to support the positive ones that are doing good. Support them. If they're doing bad, don't support them. That's it. You shouldn't be in business.
I know this. It's like I think a lot of people get it twisted why prices be high in certain businesses and they figure like it's black.
Yeah.
It's when you buy it because if the purpose of having a business is to recoup and to make money. Yeah. Now, sometimes they might not be buying things in bulk like that, and they might not be getting the business the business. Now let me stop. The business, because they're a black business, so they're not able to just buy things in bulk where they can sell it for cheaper.
Hey,
That's why Walmart in certain stores they can do it like that, because they're getting things in bulk. It's like buying dope. The more you buy, the less it's gonna be. You know what I'm saying? So if I'm selling this product and I got a lot of the product, I can make prices real affordable to you.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not just like, oh, because I used to feel that way too. Like even with the store that my auntie, the liquor store, we would go out of our way when remember we was kicking in Inglewood. We would go out of our way to her liquor store because we was always at the liquor store. We might as well go support auntie. Her husband was working there, but the prices was a little bit up there, a little bit more than Mr. Lee's. You know what I mean? So, but there was a new business, and maybe they wasn't making no money or something. Maybe they couldn't recoup the money that was being put into the business or the business.
So they're doing my floors downstairs, so I don't know if y'all can hear that banging. That's why I keep muting. But I'm an advocate for when you start a business, when you have a business, you maintaining your business, you have to know your target market. So if you want to sell to these certain type of people, those people are going to be who's appealing to your product or your service. Those people are going to pay your price no matter what your price is, whether you're getting it for the low, you're getting it in bulk, or you got to buy it one by one. Your price is your price, and that's what a business owner has to stay true to. So yeah, you can shop around. Like for instance, I sell cakes. I can say, okay, there's 10 other bakeries in my area, but why should I have to make my cakes $300 because there's this? Why should I have to go lower on my price because of them? Whether I'm baking out of my house or have a bakery, I know my worth, I know my product, I know what I'm giving. And the fact that I'm not in a bakery, I'm not Safeway or Kroger or wherever you can buy a cake from, it's custom, I'm going to be higher.
Okay.
My clients are going to come to me because what I'm giving.
One thing I do know about black businesses, particularly the beauty supply business, that's predominantly run by Asians. And I know from what I learned, I know two business owners, individual business entities that are beauty supply companies, and they talk about how the Asians intentionally deny them the where wholesale prices, and they have to find ways around it to get products that particularly black women need for their hair.
Wow.
It's a struggle for black business to progress and get in there. But also real quickly, we talk about Brea Trucking, and he's always watching the show, and he said, "Oh, y'all talking about black business? I need to be on this one." So I invited him out. Let's bring him up to the show, Mr. Brea Trucking himself. Right?
What?
Let's bring in Brea Trucking. It look
What?
like
Welcome.
What?
Look like he's on the road. Right? Where is he at?
Where you at,
Hello.
baby?
Hey, can you, mic check, mic check.
We can hear you, brother. We can hear you.
What's happening, folks? All right, so I had to be live for this one. I'm sorry.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You can?
We can hear you. Go ahead, speak on it, brother. What you got to say about it?
All right. First of all, I want to follow up. I want to follow up on what Walk was saying. Walk was on to something. He kind of hit the nail on the head. What it boils down to is, when you're a larger company, you have the means and opportunities to make bigger purchases. When you make the bigger purchases, you have the opportunity to sell it for less. That's exactly what Jay Walk was saying, and that's 100% what it is. So, for example, swap meet, you know what I'm saying? And she's selling soap. It's like, damn, I really don't want to pay $12 for a bar of soap when I can get it for 99 cents at Walmart. You feel what I'm saying? And that's what it costs issue come in with a lot of stuff that we actually have to purchase. But on the flip side of that, we as a people got to do two things. Number one, when we start our business, we actually got to go into the business with a plan and treat it as a business and not a hustle. And that's what a lot of us do.
That horn at?
A lot of folks gonna open up the doors just to go back to the neighborhood and say, "Look what I did."
Yes.
Guess what? Opening up such and such and such and such ain't gonna be open next year because you didn't have a plan to start with. You feel what I'm saying? So that's that part. You know what I mean? That's that, running a business like a hustle versus like a business. Just because the homie needs to come get something from you, don't mean there's always a homie discount. This ain't no hustle, bro. This is how I'm trying to feed my family. I'm trying to build something here. I'm trying to build a legacy right here. I want another location. I want to do more. So I'm really giving you a whole lot of labor and this, that, and the other. I went through a whole lot to get this product, so I'm gonna have to charge you accordingly. I'm gonna try to work with you, obviously, but I can't just give it to you for free. You know what I mean? Just because it's on my shelf don't mean I just have it, Now, again, on the flip side, as a consumer, when you walk into a black business, you have to walk into a black business with an open mind, open heart, and be willing to literally support, because support is a verb. You know what I'm saying? It's literally an action word. So just because you spend a couple dollars there, don't mean that you own the place. So here's a good example. I walk into a black-owned restaurant. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And when I walk in the door, the host was mean, rude, however you want to describe it, but I end up sitting down. When I get my food, the food was wrong, cold, or whatever the case may be. At the end of the day, when I leave that black business, the typical black person gonna blog or go online or go on Facebook and talk about how bad their experience was, and that's not supporting the black business. The mentality that a consumer should have when they leave that restaurant is, "Hey, boss man, I just left your establishment, and this is what I ran across. 1, 2, 3, 4. Those are some opportunities for you to address."
Help
you know what I'm saying? And rather than me saying I'm not coming back, I'm gonna let him know I'm gonna keep on coming back until you get it right, because brother, I want to see you succeed.
That's right.
Does that make sense? What I'm saying?
Agree with that 100%. Real talk.
You gotta it's not easy for us out here. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna continue. Let me continue a little bit more. When we have a black business, don't be afraid to network and build up the next man. You know what I mean? That's trying to do what they do. Because without networking, we won't grow any further. Because the goal is to continue to flip black dollars into black dollars into black dollars. Because we're very powerful in that fashion. You know what I'm saying? So if I got a business started and somebody come in and want to ask me some questions, I'm going to make it a point to grab me a new protege and share my information. Because the more out there, the merrier. I'm not going to look at them as a competitor. I'm going to look at them as somebody that can actually assist me in the future, because I'm going to teach them what I know. Because by the time that I get done talking to them and we end up buying the same product, guess what? We can collaborate and start getting Walmart prices rather than getting the $12 soap prices.
All right, cool.
You understand what I'm
saying? Hey, thank you, Face Lope, Mr. LO. I mean, damn,
Mr. Face.
Mr. Brea Trucking. Hey, thank you for joining us. We greatly appreciate it. We coming up to the end of the show, and we appreciate you joining us and giving us some words of wisdom. That's from a legitimate black-owned business. I think he's been in business for about 10 years plus, if I'm not mistaken. So we're moving forward. We're coming to the end of the show. Mr. JC, where we at, brother?
Thank you, Shauna, for coming on, joining the platform. Just want to say that.
Thank you all for having me. I enjoyed myself.
Okay. It was a pleasure.
Lastly, I forgot that we wanted to shout out Mr. Ice Cube, O'Shea Jackson, and his wife, Kimberly, for their congratulations on their 30th anniversary of Black love. Black people staying together, get married, stay together, build a family, build a legacy, and keep us keep our Black folks growing and united and living in functioning households. So
Let me
Mr. Ice
let
Cube,
me
go
say
ahead.
something about that, please. With Ice Cube, why isn't that celebrated more? Why is nobody talking about that? He been married to the same Black woman, the mother of all his children. But why we hearing about Kanye West and Nick Cannon
Right.
Yeah,
Wow.
having kids just
yeah,
because he think he gonna die soon?
yeah,
Shut up. What about Cube? What about LL Cool J?
yeah. We'll talk. We'll talk. We'll
What
talk.
about that guy? I'm pointing that right here.
Hey,
Uh,
that's why we talking about it. We gonna
Yeah.
make sure we do that part and speak
What
on it.
about Mr. Floyd X? 23 years married, same Black woman,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
same baby mama.
That's
Not
right.
not a baby
that's
mama,
right.
his wife.
Right.
Come on,
We'll
man.
talk. We'll talk.
I don't like how they doing that, man. They
Please.
purposely putting that bull crap out there to sabotage the Black family.
That's why we
Salute to
Mhm.
Ice Cube.
gotta change that narrative. Salute.
Facts.
Much respect. All right. I guess we at the end of the show, huh, Mr. JC?
Yes, sir. That brings us to another conclusion of the Focus Up show. To all our viewers, we appreciate all y'all tapping in. And to the other chicken nuggets out there, we appreciate y'all tapping in as well. Whenever y'all get a chance to tap in,
Chicken
we appreciate
nuggets.
y'all too.
That's a new
But
word. Go ahead, Mr. JC.
but
Tell
yeah,
them what a chicken
like
nugget is.
chicken nugget is somebody that want to tap in but don't tap in. We still support y'all. We still appreciate y'all. You know what I mean?
Don't be scared.
All right, that's
But,
the end. Thank you, everybody. See y'all next week.
salute.
Salute.
Focus up.